Hi, this is the Ashley Corinne, and I'm making this video because I fucking felt like it. I was gonna make a political video and shit like that, and talking about how you should read 1984 by George Orwell, which you kids out there, if you haven't read 1984 by George Orwell, do it! Do it. Anyways, this video is brought to you by Tetsuo riding Rainbow Dash with Akira riding shotgun, which is a little skeezy, but you never know. It's the Weinstein era, so you never know these days. Kevin Spacey, do you fucking what? First of all, I'm not surprised that Kevin Spacey is gay, but I never took him as a sexual predator. American Beauty is still one of my favorite movies of all time. But I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of my fellow YouTubers, Reamce, Omni Michael, whatever the fuck he calls himself nowadays. Ronaldinho, also known as John Lennon. And Doc Savage, who's a boss bitch. This video is also brought to you by Larutan Tsigil. But I want to assuage a rumor that's been going around, and I know it's my fault, but there's a rumor going around that, and I just want to put it to bed at this point. Okay, I am not, and I repeat, I am not in love with Kenneth Branagh. Okay, just because he has, in my opinion, the best delivery of the to be or not to be speech on film, at least, and just because he's so cute, it doesn't mean that I'm gay. Alright? Fucking get over it. Just kidding. I'm not in love with Kenneth Branagh. I'm in love with Scarlett Johansson. Her deep musky voice, oh my god. Anyways, I still need to see her. Haven't seen it. I also love Joaquin Phoenix. And by the way, this is sort of a random vlog, but I don't give a fuck because I don't give a shit. That makes sense. I don't give a fuck because I don't give a shit. It actually makes sense. Joaquin Phoenix. If you haven't seen Quills with Joaquin Phoenix, what's her name? Titanic girl. Kate Winslet and Jeffrey Rush, you need to see that fucking movie. I'm talking to you, Reamce. You've probably already seen it, you perverted bastard. But you know, I came into this. I was gonna talk about politics, but you know what? I'm so fucking sick of politics. I'm so fucking sick of politics, man. I just want to fucking sit back and look at Kate Winslet's breasts, which, spoiler alert, there's a nude scene with Kate Winslet and Quills, if you're interested. Although, sadly, there's not a nude scene with Joaquin Phoenix, even though it's still hot. Listen, you'll know what I mean when you see it. It's also dark and disturbing, but that's what makes it so hot. And Jeffrey Rush. So, this is turning into sort of a talking about Quills. I haven't seen that movie in a dog's age, but it's so good. And it's about it's a film that's based on a play about the Marquis de Sade. And if you're wondering who the Marquis de Sade was, he was a rich aristocrat in France, Sorry, I'm an American. I have a shitty education. Anyways, if, when people say that someone's sadistic, that's where that word comes from. The Marquis de Sade. Because he was sadistic. He tortured other people for sexual pleasure. And he was put in a mental institution. And that's where the movie takes place. I'm not spoiling anything, because that's where the movie starts out. So Jeffrey Rush plays the Marquis de Sade, and Kate Winslet plays an orderly, and Joaquin Phoenix plays a priest. And also, what's that guy? What's his fucking name? He's a good actor. He's a good British actor. He plays the fucking. Anyways, he was in that movie with Tobey Maguire about a fucking. I can't think of his name. He was in the Muppet Christmas Carol, whatever his name is. He played Ebenezer Scrooge in the Muppet Christmas Carol. Can't think of his name at the moment, but he's a good actor. Anyways, see that fucking movie, damn it. It's weird, and it's strange, and it's good, and it's artistic, and it's fucking. It's just a good movie. And Jeffrey Rush does a fucking glorious job. He should have won an Oscar for that, but the Oscars. Dude, fuck the Oscars, by the way. Anyways, Jeffrey Rush. He was also in that superhero movie with Ben Stiller and Janine Garofalo. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird how that works? But I am running out of things to say, so I'm just gonna sing. I'm gonna sing. The Jarl. Anyways, Tetsuo is so fucking pissed at you. Look at him. Look at it. Look. He's actually looking at his hand like, what the fuck is going on here? And Akira, who did not appear in the film, but he appeared in the graphic novel, which I haven't read. He's like, bitch, I'm gonna own you. And Tetsuo's like, no, I'm Tetsuo. And he's like, I'm Akira, bitch. Anyways, this message is brought to you by Akira, who, funny enough, actually looks like Katsuhiro Otomo, who is the guy who wrote Akira. True story. He actually looks like, who's that in the movie? Who's that fat guy? Oh. Sorry. I think I just exorcised a demon. Anyways, I feel like how much time we got? Yeah. So I also wanted to mention, sorry, this is my notes. I wanted to mention a film that just came out that I heard about on NPR of all places. Blade of the Immortal. And if I have this name right, the filmmaker is Takashi Miike. But Blade of the Immortal. And it's funny when I was listening, this is actually a funny story, when I was listening about it, because I fucking love movies like, Kill Bill and shit like that. And NP fucking R, dude. They're like, well, we have to warn you, this movie is violent. It's like, duh, that's why I fucking watch movies, dude. Fucking hell. Fucking NPR. Bunch of fucking pansy-ass liberal bastards. Anyways. Oh. Last minute. Doom. Speaking of violence. Doom. The game Doom. Not the movie. Fuck Rock the Dwayne Johnson. I mean, don't fuck him, but it's fuck the filmmakers. I'm gonna link it downstairs. There's a fucking remake of the soundtrack to Doom, and it's fucking killer. It's 90s thrash metal, and it fucking kills, dude. Just like he did in Doom. Anyways, this is the Ashley Claren, or something like that.